Welcome back to Finance World. Today we are comparing IonQ and Rigetti Computing, two of the top quantum computing stocks in the industry right now. Later on, I would like to compare them to QBTS, QUBT, IBM, Google, and Microsoft. But as of right now, we will just focus on IonQ and Rigetti Computing. So if that's something you're interested in, make sure you stick around and let's dive right in. Before we begin, I do want to understand the metrics we'll be using to compare these companies. Hopefully, it can help us value them a little better. Maybe we can see if they're overvalued or undervalued, comparing them to their peers. So beginning with qubit count, this refers to the number of qubits a quantum computer has. More qubits generally means more computational power. Next, we have gate fidelity. This measures the accuracy of quantum gates, with higher percentages indicating more reliable computations. Quantum volume, this metric combines qubit count, gate fidelity, and error rates to give an overall measure of a quantum computer's capability. Error rate, the rate at which errors occur in quantum operations. Lower error rates are better. Quantum advantage, evidence that a quantum computer can resolve problems faster than classical computers. Research and development investment, the amount of money invested in research and development, indicating a company's commitment to advancing technology. Patent activity, the number of patents filed related to quantum computing, which shows innovation and intellectual property. Collaboration and partnerships, the number and quality of partnerships with other companies or other academic institution. Workforce strength, the size and expertise of a company's quantum computing team. Next, we have market penetration, how widely a company's technology is adopted across various industries. Revenue from quantum computing, revenue generated specifically from quantum computing and activities. Quantum technology type, this is the type of quantum technology a company uses, such as trapped ions or superconducting qubits. Okay, so let's jump right in. So starting with Rigetti Computing, RGTI, they have a qubit count of 9 with a gate fidelity average of 99.05. And I pretty much just averaged the 1 and 2 gate fidelity scores, and I got the 99.05. So their one quantum gate fidelity score is 99.6. Their two quantum gate fidelity score is 98.5, which is pretty low compared to the other industry leaders. Quantum volume is 9. Error rate percentage, 0.4. That one is calculated based on their highest fidelity score of their one quantum gate. And the 0.95 is I calculated using the 99.05 as the average. Their quantum advantage, I would say no, that they don't have an advantage. Their research and development investments, according to their latest earnings report, they had about 19.7 million. Patent activity, 165 patents. There's some that are pending. Collaborations, I counted about 15 on their website, so it's like 15 plus. Workforce strength, according to Fidelity, it's 134. Market penetration is low. Trailing 12-month revenue on Fidelity was 11.89 million. Their earnings per share growth is 52.94%. Their PE trailing 12-month is negative, or we don't have one because they're not profitable yet. Price to book is 2.53. Profit margin is negative 653.76% according to Fidelity, and total debt to capital is 14.48%. And the type of quantum that they're doing is superconducting qubits, and market capitalization is 343 million. Institutional ownership is at 35.69%, and their last Q3 earnings, they're estimated and they're actual. So they estimated negative 0.09 and they actually got negative 0.08. So they were positive. The current stock price is floating between 1.41 and 1.74. Their products include Anka, Novera, and Aspen M3. And I didn't see any algorithmic cubic numbers on their websites. All right, going to Rigetti Computer's website, you can find these numbers as well, and we can compare the different systems that they have, starting with their with their highest fidelity ones. So Anka 9Q1, it has 9 qubits, and their single qubit gate is at 99.9%. 2 qubit gate is at 98.5. Anka 2 has higher qubits, but they can't really get them to work that well yet. So they are at 99.75 for their single qubit gates, and their 2 qubit gate is at 98%. Anka 1 has the same qubits, the physical qubits, but their single qubit gate's fidelity score is at 99.74, and their 2 qubit gate ISWAP is 94.9%, and 2 qubit gate CZ is 93.3, which is significantly lower than the average. Aspen M3, it has 80 physical qubits. Single qubit gates are at 99.7% fidelity. 2 qubit gates XY is 95%, and 2 qubit gate CZ is 93.3, which is also getting lower and lower as they increase their their physical qubits. So moving on to IonQ, they do have a qubit count of 36, a gate fidelity average of 99.6%. Again, I use these two numbers at the bottom to calculate it. Their one quantum gate fidelity score is at 99.98%. Their 2 quantum gate fidelity is at 99.6. Quantum volume is 36. Error rate percentage 0.02, using the highest fidelity score on this chart. And 0.4, I used the average to calculate it. Quantum advantage, I would say yes, because according to their last earnings report, they've added multiple clients worth millions. Their research and development is at 382 million of investments. Patent activity, they have 600 patents because they recently acquired Qubit, so all their patents became their patents. Collaborations, 17 plus according to their website. Workforce strength, 324 according to Robinhood. Market penetration, I would say high, because IonQ has the highest ratings as far as fidelity score, even comparing them to Microsoft, Google, and IBM. Trailing 12-month revenue is 37 million according to Fidelity. EPS growth, -9%. PE, trailing 12 month, is not applicable because they are not profitable just yet. Price to book is 14.4%, and their profit margin is at -423%. Total debt to capital is 4%. The type of quantum that they're doing is trapped ions, comparing that to superconducting qubits that Google and Microsoft are actually using as well. Market capitalization is 7 billion compared to the 343 million that Rigetti is at right now. And institutional ownership is at 37%, and Rigetti is a little lower at 35 or 36%. Their Q3 earnings for EPS, they estimated, and actual scores are -0.22, and they received -0.24 on the last earnings report. The price has been ranging between 29 and 31, and the products are called Forte, Forte Enterprise, and Tempo. They also have Aria as well. That was their very original product that they started with. Algorithmic qubits, they have 36. That's one thing that's very specific to IonQ, because that's a metric that they've been using to compare themselves to the competition as well. Going to IonQ's website, you can see the comparison of their Aria, Forte, and Forte Enterprise. Their Aria started with algorithmic qubits of 25 with physical qubits of 25. Their 2 quantum gate fidelity was 99.4%. Their 1 quantum gate fidelity is 99.944%. And comparing that to Forte, which has more quantum qubits, more physical qubits, their 2 quantum gate fidelity was 99.6%, and 1 quantum gate fidelity is 99.98%. Forte Enterprise, it's still in progress, but they do have targets set for 99.6% for the 2 quantum gate and 99.98% for the 1 quantum gate fidelity. Next, we have Tempo. At algorithmic 64, IonQ Tempo is expected to be capable of commercial advantage for certain applications. Tempo is designed to have faster gate speeds, mid-circuit measurements, and a 99.9% fidelity, all helping to unlock larger and more complex problem classes and deliver a faster time to solution. So it's kind of nice. That pretty much concludes this comparison of these two stocks. I do think that the most important variable to look at here is the fidelity scores. The higher the fidelity score, the more likelihood that it can actually solve real world problems. So that is what I focus on. It is important to look at the financials as well, because at any moment, a lot of these stocks will go out of business. I do think that the recent news that are coming out puts IonQ at the top because they have new clients, they have a lot of patents, they acquired Qubit, and they are a much bigger company that's a pure play quantum stock, so 7 billion. Compared to Rigetti in this instance of 343 million, which has a higher probability of going out of business. That pretty much concludes this video. I do want to disclose my position in both of these stocks, IonQ and Rigetti Computing. They've been up quite a lot the last few weeks, so it is high risk overall to buy them because their technology is still in development. So I do encourage you to do your own research, due diligence, and talk to a financial advisor because I am not. This channel is only for informational and entertainment purposes only. So do your own research. Otherwise, I will see you on the next video. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.